You see, Carol, that the key in that sentence is bold and concrete. We're way past the time of symbolic gestures. The Israelis and the Palestinians have unfortunately drifted apart over the years. Societies have drifted apart. Political leaders don't talk to each other. The peace process has effectively been put on hold. So you cannot repair that environment with just symbolic gestures. What we need is bold and concrete policy changes. And these policy changes can be, if you look, leaving Gaza aside for a second, just look at the West Bank. We have, over the last few months and years, we have a rising trend of demolition of Palestinian houses and buildings for various reasons. I don't want to get into an argument of why, but that is a fact of life today. We have more demolitions today than we've had over the last few years. We have continuing settlement construction. We have policies that need to change in order for Palestinian communities to be able to grow. There are over 100 villages, Palestinian villages, that are waiting for years now to have their master plans for development approved. Now that would be a significant step forward, approving those master plans. Moving forward on a multitude of projects that have been put in place over the years for industrial zones. That would create jobs, that would create people, help people have livelihoods. Creating opportunities to access the natural resources of the region. Last but not least, also moving forward on increasing the Palestinian security control of certain areas. Now, none of this should come at the expense of Israel's security and the security of both the Israeli and the Palestinian people, because it's quite intertwined. It's not, you can't really separate it. But it would actually give hope to people that at the end of this process, it is not just jobs that are at stake, but that there is a political perspective, there's a political horizon. And this is what we're arguing both through what we do at the United Nations and what we do with our partners in the Quartet. You have to take bold, specific, concrete steps that empower communities, that actually point the way forward towards a political perspective and a two-state solution. This is what can save the peace process right now. And once you do that, if you are able to set up the regional context in which the neighbors, the Arab countries, support such a process, if you're able to put together the international infrastructure here at the United Nations that supports this process, yes, you can see the parties returning back to negotiations quite easily and in a meaningful manner.